Geeky here, and today I am taking a look at the Dark of the Moon Shockwave figure. And here he is. He is a purple Cybertronian Who's It tank thingy with a giant blade on his gun. It's very hard to pin down what he actually is. I mean, he's got wheels at the front, so you could say he's a half track, but he's got two sets of tank tracks. A bit fun. On the other side, you've got his main sword weapon here. It can plug into any port, so it can go there. It can go on the side here, and on the other side. I'm trying to find out where else it can go on here. Just those 3 points. The weapon on the front. He's got his mech tech weapon, which if you push, hold the gun barrel at the front, then push. 2 extra barrels. You can lock this one in place, like so. So he's now got a triple blaster. The bad thing about this figure is this hose. I don't particularly like it. The Shockwave figures that I have don't have hoses, and I kind of prefer it that way. But it plugs in there, or the other one, if we so wish. I don't particularly care for it, but it's there, so it'll have to stay on. Okay, and to transform weapon back, just clip up and let it fall back. Okay, to transform this guy, first things first, pop both the arms off their points at the back here, like so. Disconnect the hose and just do something with it. Then you want to come to the front here and crack open at the bottom, which is a bit difficult. It does peg in really well. Unpeg from the top here, that would help. Pull the legs out a bit. Turn them around to the front so that the side parts face the front. I've found a for it. This panel here that was plugged into this part, you can fold it out to form a heel. Then you just pull on this grey part, which will unpeg. Pull that down, reveal some spikes for the shins. And fold up these panels here to form the kneecaps. Coming up to the top of the figure, you want to pull down the chest panel, just get it out of the way, and fold in the rear treads until they click to form the shoulders and part of the chest detail, the torso. So you know it looks like that. Then just a case of getting the arms out of the way, folding out the hands. Same on this side. You can leave the hand in like that, so it just looks like he's got a gun hand, or you can fold out the hand. It just looks a bit like that. I prefer to leave it in. Okay, coming around to the back. So take this part, twist it around. So it goes from there to there, and that will just plug in into this grey piece at the front here, like so. And just fold down, fold the wheels into this grey part, fold it down. Obviously before you do that, get the hose into the slot on the back here. Difficult as hell to get in there, but it will fit. And that's pretty much it. You can plug the wheels. You can plug this grey section into this wheel, but if you do, it kills the hose. I can't really find a way to get that without really being annoying. Then lastly, comes to the top here, spin his head around. And here you have Shockwave in his robot mode, which is he's always looking down. for some reason. You can't really look up. So if you want to have him look forwards, yeah, so look like that. Which looks weird as well. Just looking like that, he's always looking down. As you can see, his head is light piped, which is coming across really well on camera. I haven't even put the torch near him and his eye is glowing. Of course, the weapon that he comes with can plug into his arm on this side, or it can still plug into the cannon on the back here. I prefer to keep it on that one. It could also be handheld as well. Okay, articulation wise, he has swivel for his head, swivel, and that way, plus a rotation, elbow joint. Unfortunately, yeah, you can only really do gorilla arms. There's no joint here, so you can put it that way, or there's no hand joint. There's no hand joint either, so you can't turn it so you can have hands by the side but his arms facing forward. It's the same on the other side of the gun, but the gun hampers the articulation on that arm really badly, even with the hose attached. It's like you can only really get him to undersling it. And the hose fell out. Enough of that. Without that hose, it's brilliant. You can do all sorts of poses with his arm. You can deploy the mech tech weapon without it getting in the way. I understand why they included the hose. It's a nod to the fans of the figure, or the original character who had this hose. But it's not really essential. I don't particularly care for it that much. I do like the figure and the character, but the hose really is a bit superfluous now. Articulation for the legs. It's ratchety joints, in and out. He's locked into an A stance when you finally transform him. Like his feet are cut like that, so he looks like that when he's standing. You've got a knee joint, or double knee joint, standing knee joint, and you can unpeg it from the transformation joint to get all the way back, which I should be showing you on camera, like so. Which means he's got real nice range of articulation on his legs, but the feet kill it because they're in an A stance. You can get it closer, but he looks like he's tippy-toeing or standing on the sides of his feet. If you go too far, yeah, it's not brilliant. I understand why they give figures A poses. It helps them look more either heroic or menacing more naturally. It does kind of kill posability. Unfortunately, I'm not really great with posability, so unfortunately he's stuck like that half the time. Okay. Now, should you get this guy? If you like the character, yes. If you're not really a fan of Dark of the Moon toy line or film, then he is a bit of an easy miss. He wasn't in the film that much, so he had no character development or anything like that. He just had that giant robotic snake, and that's pretty much it. That was all his characterization. That was a mouthful. Yeah, so if you like him, get him. He can still be found cheap in places. I found him for about a tenner it was on sale at the end, like tail end of the line. You can probably find him in discount stores somewhere for like £10–15. It should be really quite cheap to find at the moment. Okay, I've been Geekylicious, and if you liked what you've seen, don't forget to like, comment or subscribe. I'm also on Twitter, the link is down there, as well as the link to the Facebook group Autobot City UK, which is also down there. Okay, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.